Hello and welcome one and all, this is Old School Gamer 1971 here, Millie, Lloyd, everyone, I hope you're all having a good day. If you would, please like and comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Support the channel and help it grow. Today's thoughts is on 18 Floors. I've been playing this game for around 3 hours, and this is what I think. "18 Floors", developed by Winkin Entertainment, is a puzzle game that came to the PlayStation VR in 2018. Nope, it's not a sequel. However, there are other games out there like this. Winkin Entertainment was established in 2003 and are based in Shanghai, China. They've worked on several games for many consoles. They are an indie developer, and I know they made Shantae. Funnily enough, on their own site it doesn't even mention a list of accomplishments. Normally I'll be talking about the plot at this point, but here we have one great big problem. There isn't a plot. Zip, nil, zilch, zero, nada, not one iota. I guess by the number in the title there are 18 varied puzzle rooms for you to escape from. Then there is the fact there is no intro. There is nothing for you to read, like no cutscenes in between. So I guess, is this 18 Floors, or is it Hate T Snores? PS, I sort of done a bit of research online, and apparently it's based around Andrea, Queen of the Noah Star. But the game never tells you this, and I actually had to look on the PlayStation Store to find its plot. To me, I see this as tagged on and not counting at all. I should not have to look on the PlayStation Store to find out what the game I have purchased is about, because whilst playing it, it tells me nothing. Graphically, the game is okay, and the levels are varied. It is quite good detail to the graphics, considering it's an indie VR title. The pictures on the wall look good. I believe they are real works of art within the real world. And whilst it is never overly obvious, more on this later, the solution is ever present. The 3D is also pretty good. I like the look of the game from the first time I saw a trailer, and certainly graphically the game did not disappoint. Its style is cool, and different eras for each floor is also quite inventive. I do think that the option to walk would have been better. You can only teleport, and don't think it really fits this game. As well, there is no pause menu. Graphically at least, it holds its own. The sound is quite good, the music is there to set you on edge, the background noises break that up. The game is well put together sound wise, and whilst the game does have its gameplay and design flaws, the music and sound is not one of them. I wish I could say more, but with no voiceover nor real story, so far after 3 hours there is not a lot left to say. PS, the sound and the music make it sound a bit like a nightmare. And so we finally hit my problems with the game. First off, I do actually like the premise behind the game, an escape room VR game. But the game gives you zero clues, not an explanation of who you are or what your motivation is beyond escaping. This makes it hard on the atmosphere, but also doesn't really give you a reason to play the game. Are you meant to be playing as you, trapped as a ghost in the machine? I don't know, the game doesn't tell us. Then let's move on to no real clues. Nothing to point you remotely in the right direction, so it becomes an experiment of moving everything and then finding holes to put stuff in. I would love to say that I respect this, but I feel that this is a bit of a bad flaw. Lazy programming leading the game to be like early point and click adventures with combining everything and then sticking the results in every hole. Sometimes lining stuff up is also quite finicky, and grabbing stuff is also a bit hit and miss. I had an item disappear into another item and then had to restart the level. I found myself struggling with the controls, not so much with the levels of the game. The teleport doesn't really fit with this game. I feel walking, while slower, would have fit better. I will be honest, this was a game breaker for me. This really is a game of two halves. The first half is set by graphics and sound, especially the sound. Then the game shows you a big flaw that takes you out of the atmosphere completely. If we look at gaming as a medium, the best way to get you to like a character is by association, by either being relatable or by being someone you wish you could be. Attributes, attitude and speech all add up to you liking or disliking a character. If you don't care either way, then all atmosphere is lost. With no intro, nor anyone giving you any information, either the plot of the game or clues, I felt mostly frustration and felt that with stuff missing, intro, pause menu and plot, atmosphere was almost non-existent within less than 4 minutes. Clues would have led you in the right direction. I went back a day later and still felt the same way. It is a damn shame as the premise was a good idea. Not really, I might go back if I'm bored and don't have nothing else to play. I wish they made a little more effort here. One of the biggest criticisms of the catalogue of early VR games were they felt more like demos than full releases. This is a good looking game, but it does feel a little closer to good looking demo than a full release. Considering this released in 2018, this is not so good. Worst bit is, it was a game I was looking forward to. This certainly underperformed in my eyes. This was a disappointment that with just a little more work and thought process of how to make a game, this would have been amazing. Instead, I maybe might return for the trophies. So hate T snores it is. PS, since starting my channel, this is the first review of a game that really pissed me off. Only get this if you're a masochist or if this game seems so much fun. PS, I hope that the company's next game is a little more complete. Don't get me wrong, I know this was their first VR release, but come on, no plot. If you are hearing this, you've made it all the way to the end of the video. Well done. Give it a thumbs up and comment if you enjoyed the video. Please share as it helps the channel grow and improve. Enjoy your day. Old School Gamer 1971 signing off.